Oh,
I honestly, I wish I had more chances to cast live Elite Starcraft like this, but
yeah,
until that day comes, this is excellent.
yes, it's really nice that we've been able to do this for so long on Afreeca TV. And now here we are. It is a best of 5 for our matches as usual. We have Cure versus DongRaeGu for match number 1. Going to be followed with Zest versus Solar. So a TvZ and then a PvZ. And
I think it's going to be great. I love every one of these players. I think Solar does very well in this type of event, so I'm not entirely sure who to pick.
yeah, I guess we'll just see how the first match goes anyway. In the top right-hand side of the map, we've got none other than Dragon Phoenix Gaming Cure. I've been casting quite a bit of this guy lately, and I have been liking what I've been seeing.
Well, I mean, he finished second place in GSL Season 1, so I mean, as far as credentials go, if you need to be scared of him, that's your reason right there. In the bottom left, we've got recently returned from the military, the furthest any player from the military, any player who's returned from the military has ever gone. It is DRG, DongRaeGu.
DongRaeGu, the one true Dong.
That's him. So good. Okay, so there was a moment in GSL where he was playing against Innovation.
Okay, okay, yeah.
So there's this point where there's this mech army on his front door. It's Thors, it's tanks, it's Hellions, it's scary. He's down like 40 supply. And Tastosis are like, okay, well, that's it. I really don't see how he gets out of this. Let's move on to the next game. And 60 seconds later, it's GG in DongRaeGu's favor.
Really?
It is one of the most amazing holds and counterattacks I have ever seen. He just, I don't know. He has this black dark arts way of magic boxing Mutalisks to where Thors are just garbage against them.
Oh.
He holds it and then he counterattacks with Mutas and Lings, magic boxes the 3 or 4 Thors that are there defending for Innovation. They all die and that's it. I'm still blown away by that moment. It was I timed it too. I watched the game counter and it was 60 seconds from, well, he's dead to holy crap, he won. So yes, I expect amazing things from DongRaeGu is what I'm trying to say.
DongRaeGu is really darn good with Mutalisks. Like,
He's
easily top, like, if not the best player in the world, he's behind Cyril.
Yeah. I will give him top 3. I think Rogue is disgusting with Mutalisks. Cyril is a virtuose, he plays them like a violin. His control with Mutas is disgusting. And then, yeah, DongRaeGu is up there too. So it's top 3, I'd say for sure.
Definitely.
And depending on the day, maybe even the best player with them. DongRaeGu is great.
And he builds them all the time, so that's probably what we'll see out of this series. Like, I remember when DongRaeGu first came back, he was trying out, like, a lot of Roach stuff and things like that. And he seems to just have forgotten about that and just gone with what he was good at before he left. And that's a lot of Mutas.
Yeah, he's like, you know what the meta was back then? We're going to make the meta in 2020 exactly like 2012. Yeah, so, I mean, if you're Cure, you just need to be aware that the odds of this being Mutalisks is, especially after this third base, is, I don't know, 90%? That third CC. So many Terrans are so aggressive with their third CC.
It's so good.
It's so good, but I've seen Terrans just not quite scout the drone count on that third base. And suddenly the Zerg's going for an earlier attack than expected, and they die because they got that third base and saturated it and didn't have enough to defend. So we'll see. If you can get away with it, it's really good, but it's also fairly risky, I want to say.
It definitely does have a degree of risk to it. However, players like Cure, I feel like they benefit from it more than they die because of the risk of doing it. Like, it doesn't actually get punished all that much. It definitely happens, but it's not something that's super frequent.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I've seen games where it's happened, and maybe that's my bias, is that I've seen games where it's been a problem, and that makes me feel like it happens all the time when it doesn't. So hold on. Were you gone when the last balance patch came out?
The Hellions softening up creep tumors and stuff like that?
Yeah. Bonus, like, changing creep tumors to light and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think the patch notes had came out before I had left and we took the hiatus, so I do know most of the changes that have happened at this point, and I've been laddering a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, they reduced Queen range, but again, they reduced Liberator siege mode range a while ago, so it seems fair that they kind of got around to reducing the Queen range on that. No one seemed to have complained about it too much.
It was just Queen anti-air range, right?
Yes.
Not
Yes,
overall
sorry.
Queen range? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really ever think about Queen ground damage because...
It's basically none.
Yeah, I mean, it's good enough to hold off stuff like this, but otherwise it's basically useless.
Oh, look at this. Did DRG scout that third base? He didn't actually, or I guess he saw the barracks timing and everything.
Yeah.
He hasn't actually seen the third base, so I was just checking that out because he is making a lot of drones right now.
Yeah,
So he must
knows.
feel pretty safe.
He's gonna get a fourth here pretty soon. I don't think he has a choice. Either go fourth, there it is, or go for the kill. And right now it's the fourth base. So going for that 1-1 for the melee, which tells me ultras eventually. That's generally how that works. But Bathing Nest coming in, lair about 50% complete. This shade of yellow that DongRaeGu is rolling with seems weird. It seemed like more mustardy than usual. I don't think I've seen this color very much.
It might be the building skins that make it look like that. The classic building skins, I think.
That could definitely be part of it. Yeah, this whole, double Banshee with Cloak thing has been pretty common as well. Who did I just cast? I think it was Rogue versus TY, where TY did the exact same thing. And it's good. You really need to slow down the Elite Zergs, man. And you have a lot of options for it with Terran, and if you don't, you're just going to die. I've just been casting a lot recently, and in that game, TY did the damage with the Banshees early, and it really helped him. And then there was another game I cast where it was, I don't know who it was, but they were the Terran player, and they did absolutely no damage at all to the Zerg economy for the first 10 minutes, and then they just were toast. So, it's just, I don't know how that happened.
Big Ling attacks! Those Medivacs need to turn around for Cure. This is a ton of Lings that DongRaeGu basically just threw across the map, and it seems to be sticking.
No. Oh no, the front door was open too. There's Lings inside. The main base, the natural base is done.
Oh my god, is Cure just gonna die?
Dude, the income is nothing for Cure right now. He has one base of economy to 3 or 4 bases of DongRaeGu.
Oh my gosh. It took him so long to turn those Medivacs around, and he almost loses his natural base CC. He's going to lose.
Oh, it's going to burn down.
Shield.
That's it.
Oh my gosh.
There's nothing in range to repair it. It's done.
Here's just dead. Okay. All right, GG. Welcome back to Afreeca World, ladies and gentlemen. Huh.
DongRaeGu's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a 4th base and Ling Flood you. That was almost like a ZVZ thing. Right? Like, ZVZ is known for weird Ling Flood timings that you maybe aren't ready for. That's exactly what that was. And then his reaction time did not lift the supply depots in time, leading into his natural or into his main. And poof, done. Dude, Cure, buddy. Remember how I talked you up and said that you took 2nd place in GSL like a month ago? Yeah. You need to start proving that, buddy.
I think we're gonna have to call that one a warm-up for Cure.
Let's
very painful warm-up.
Let's call that a gentleman's warm-up. I mean, it still counts, but
see, I saw DongRaeGu log on and just like 10 minutes before, and he did a very quick and dirty practice game.
Nice.
And apparently that paid off, whereas Cure didn't.
I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
Just Lings roll in and end the game.
But like after the 4th base, like if there's 3 bases, yes, that makes sense to me. But after the 4th base is going down, for there suddenly just to be 30 Zerglings at the front door of the Terran, I don't know that I've ever seen that, let alone seen that win. That was bananas.
Yeah, that was a lot of Lings. Perfect timing.
And I don't think DongRaeGu expected to win with that. I think he expected to harass, maybe get into the natural, but to completely kill the natural base and get in the main? No, I don't think he expected that at all. But he'll take it. He'll take that 1 win. Woof. Hey, what's up, underdog? I know, it's been a while since we've been here. Glad you could make it here today.
Yeah, thanks so much to everyone for tuning in, by the way. And let us know if everything's fine with the audio. Feedback like that is important on the stream quality and such, since we have been gone a little bit. Did you get a new mic, Falcon?
No, but I got a new boom for it.
Okay.
So I've got an arm coming off my desk, so it's not sitting on my desk. I can kind of lean back a little, and it's better for my back, I think. I was doing a lot of leaning forward previously.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, here we are into the next match. The last one ended kind of abruptly. So we are on the map Pillars of Gold now, and in the top right, I think he probably wants to call a mulligan. It's Kier.
And in the bottom left, again, nobody has done the things he's doing right now. It is DongRaeGu. Again, nobody. StarCraft 2 has been out for 10 years. Nobody has gone to the military and come back and been this good. It hasn't happened. Period.
Yeah, it just hasn't.
Which, God, I mean, I'm trying to decide how much of my excitement is the fact that I'm a Zerg player, and heaven knows we need more elite Zerg players in the world. And how much of it is I'm just excited to see the concept, the conceptual realization of players can go to the military and come back and be great again. That makes me so happy.
It means a big deal for the longevity of esports and pro players' careers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, I mean, well, specifically speaking about Korean players, because they're the ones that have to go do this. And Korea is a big part of esports, even more so in Starcraft. So yeah,
yes.
Very, very big deal that.
Yeah, yes. God, I was gonna say something about DongRaeGu. It'll come back to me. Man, so Cure, I don't think he's gonna leave his supply depots down again. We will see.
That was just a straight shot for DongRaeGu, man, just right across the map into the goalpost that is Cure's base, and he scored. Man. I mean, I kind of want to give an American football reference, but I'm pretty sure about 0 people watching this will get it. But yeah, it was just like lining up for a 65, 70-yard field goal and being like, well, this might score, I don't know. And then it totally does, and you go nuts and like run around because you won the game. I even use yards there. That's how American football it is. That is very American football.
All right, so Reaper, wow, Reaper kind of deep in here. A little bit aggressive.
Kind of went for it.
Usually they go for the net, but DongRaeGu's like, or Cure's like, main base is mine.
Yeah,
same
really
story
bullying.
though. Queen pops out and that's it. I don't think anything died there. One of the lings is almost dead, but almost dead doesn't count.
Okay. Now we see Kier once again, and he's calling a do-over. He's calling the mulligan. He throws up that third CC.
My goodness.
He wants the same game. He just doesn't want it to end like the last one.
There's no way. There's no way it can end the same.
Kier was just like, he was just leaving at the front door. He was just leaving the front door of his house to go to work, and then he stepped on a rake, and that was the end of it.
He did the sideshow Bob thing.
Yeah. Oh,
hey, what's up?
Look,
what's up,
is he gonna get that creep tumor? Oh my gosh, Kier.
Yes.
Oh, flew too close to the sun.
A little too close. A little bit too close. Yeah, still don't do much damage to buildings, even if it's a creep tumor. The Reapers. Anyway, what's up, Aki? Welcome back. Good to see you in the chat. Doing a happy dance because Afreeca World is returned. Man, I need to watch that production tab more closely because I didn't see the 30 lings until they were already moving across the map.
Yeah.
See also Cure. Even then, I don't know. I don't know when he knew those lings were coming because he did not lift. So I don't think he had any vision on that at all.
No, well, it wasn't even like an odd amount of lings to have for that time of the game. I don't think it was just that all of DongRaeGu's lings ran across the map. None were back defensively, I don't think.
And none of them like took sneaky ways. They didn't take the roundabout. They just like straight shot, bam. Stop us if you can.
Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us.
That's exactly what it was. They're all doing their little Naruto runs. Zerglings are Redditors. Confirmed. Alright, so Cure gets his third base down again. DongRaeGu droning his face off. And that's the other thing. You're like, he's really droning hard. And then the lings just murdered everything. That's
Apparently
the other strange thing.
you can do both if you're DongRaeGu.
You sure can. Yeah, those Hellions are dead.
Ooh, that's no good.
No, because now DongRaeGu can drone up if he wants forever, because those Hellions are gone. The threat of harassment on the ground is toast. Banshee's obviously a thing. Here's the Great Wall of Supply Depots. It's looking good.
Yep.
It's being defended.
Kier's gonna keep a close eye on that one, I bet.
That third base is wide open, though. That's a little scary. I mean, you can't wall that off. It just pray to the gods of Zerglings. They don't come and murder you. This is exactly what DongRaeGu did in the last game. It's 1-1 for melee. It's a Baneling Nest. He's droning hard. The Banshees are harassing. They're going to get a few kills, but this is carbon copy game 1.
Yeah, it's basically the exact same. I'm not sure if Kier did this in the last game, though. He's already getting a second factory before his 4th and 5th racks. That's kind of significant, isn't it?
That is a little interesting. Does he even armor? He does. Maybe some Hellbats in the future.
Yeah, Hellbats are just a ton of Widow Mines.
Mm-hmm. Could see that. Yeah, because the armory is good for both now, right? It allows for the permacloak and for Hellbat transformations.
10 drone kills, by the way, for Kier. That's a very nice amount.
That's 10 drones in the first 6 minutes is about as good as you can hope for. So that's fantastic from Kier. Like, if you want any more than that, you're probably a greedy Terran. But yeah, Drilling Claw is coming in as well. So the faster burrow for the Widow Mines is coming in. And there's your Spire. So this is where we didn't get last game. 4th base was coming down, but there wasn't a Spire yet, and the Ling just went and won. So now there's your Spire for DongRaeGu. And I don't know, it's interesting. Okay, there are some interesting comparisons between StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2 right now, as the Lings do roll into this completely undefended third base.
Where are you? Oh no! Not again!
How is there nothing there?
Oh,
the potential for friendly fire.
All right, the mines. Oh, back. Bing, bang, boom, but all the units are going to die. Oh my god, is Kier just going to die again?
DongRaeGu's like, you don't even need Mulus here.
SCVs are fighting the Lings. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. So that happened again. We got a little bit further into the game, but it was basically a repeat.
Yeah, that was about as close to a repeat as you can get.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Kier.
I don't know at what point he feels like he doesn't have to defend his third base. I don't get it.
Yeah, that was like
there was nothing.
It's just the timing in the build or something.
But I mean, if there'd even been one Widow Mine there, it would have helped. There was nothing. No bunker. Not a single Marine. Holy shamoly.
Apparently DRG just knows the perfect timing in order to catch Kier off guard.
He's like, I know when Kier moves up with his medevacs and doesn't leave enough to defend at home, and that's when I'm going to kill him.
That's exactly it. And that's such a precise timing in like a decently long game to hit. It's like, oh, you're playing against a Terran who goes 3cc, Banshee. Oh, just run Lings in at the 6-odd minute mark and you'll win the game. It's like, don't you know that?
I need to write this down. Get 4th base, get Spire, win with Lings.
All right, here we are. He's gonna have to turn things around. It's Kier.
He needs to change. He needs to change what he's doing. Bottom left, he's abjectly terrifying. It's just DongRaeGu. Like, at this point, you probably clicked on this video because it's him.
Yeah, like, we haven't even been able to see the guy play.
No.
This game, or this series. It's just the one action he's taken.
Alright. So, Brood War is still happening, still having live tournaments and stuff. I've been casting Star League Caster Muse replays. I'm not entirely sure if anybody's heard of that, but... So I cast a best of 7 between a Zerg player and a Terran player, right? It was the finals of this tournament, including a lot of good players. And the Zerg player, Soma, opened up with Lings, killed a bunch of Marines with them, and then went into Mutalisks and won. like 4 times in a row after losing game number 1. It was a sight to behold, and this is pretty much the same thing. So again, Brood War and Starcraft 2, not too different at this point in time.
Yeah, there's definitely some comparisons to be made there.
I mean, Zerglings, Marines, missile turrets, and Mutalisks all exist in both games, and they are the core components here. Anyway, yeah, the metas have been shifting. This is a fairly new thing that's been happening in Brood War, and a kind of a new thing that's been happening in StarCraft 2. I don't know what it is. Is this like the year of the Mutalisk or something? There's something about mutas that have just made them so much better in ZVT than they have been in years past. I don't understand.
I mean, there was the Thor change.
Yes.
Right? So that might have affected it a little bit. The mutas don't necessarily die as easily, but I'm not even sure how big of a change that was.
I mean, they reduced the splash damage radius on their anti-air attack when they're in splash. But that was like months ago, if not last year.
That was like years ago at this point.
Yeah, it feels like it was a long time ago. So that can't be it. So I don't. I mean, is there a more recent Thor anti-air change that you're talking about? I know they gave them more range, but that should make them better.
Oh, Kier gets a drone.
Great victory. Follow this to win.
Okay. And there's the third CC. If he picks... I'm going to cry this game if I witness Kier just pick up his Marines, his first 16 Marines into 2 Medivacs. And I'll just look expectingly for DongRaeGu's Lings.
I mean, at this point, does it make sense just to make some Hellbats? Just park them at your different bases, give them Blue Flame, and say, all right, send your Lings now.
Yeah, or a bunker. Or just not put your SCVs at your third right away and wait till you have enough to hold it and drop.
Yeah, okay. I mean, there's options, is what we're saying.
Yes.
Here.
Dying is not the only option for Kier.
No, this is not... Like, sometimes there are strategies where it's like, I don't know what the other player can possibly do against this. That's not what this is. Okay, all right. We've switched it up.
That's good. Kier says, all right, my first Reaper killed the drone. That means the battle cruiser is enough to kill him. That's all I need.
Oh, this is distracting, but somebody just messaged me on Facebook under my Falcon Paladin account. In Uzbek, which is what they speak in Uzbekistan.
Okay.
And Google translates it to mean, will the person I love in my life come back to me? I don't feel like I'm an 8-ball. I'm not sure.
Are you a guru? That's a lot of responsibility to have put on you, Falcon.
It is! I kind of just want to respond in Uzbek and just say no, and then move on.
I mean, I'm not sure what to say to that.
Me neither. I'm speechless. All right, let's look at the StarCraft. DongRaeGu, battlecruisers on the way. He's got a lair coming in. He's got extra spores being produced. How many queens does he have? 7 seems good. We are producing additional factories, so at the very least, we're not going for regular old bio drops in this game.
No, it is going to be good old mech from Kier. And he took your advice and just decided to play the style that makes a lot of Hellions.
Hooray. I support this. At the very least, you will not die to a Zergling attack at 6 minutes. Congratulations. You did it.
Okay.
He's getting Yamato. Yeah, this is... I've seen a lot of Terran players go battlecruiser mech on this map recently, more than anything else. I'm not sure what it is.
Cool. Look at that Spore Crawler placement from DongRaeGu. I love it.
Good. It's good. That's good for Liberator, Banshee, battlecruiser attacks. Just right there.
Did DRG just totally predict that it was BCs, by the way? He never actually scouted that.
Yes.
Is DongRaeGu a god?
Yes.
Alright.
I mean, here's the thing. If you're blind, like, you're gonna have a lot of queens anyway. And if you're really blind, it's not gonna hurt. Oh my gosh. Not again. You can't just lose all of your Hellions like that.
Run, SCVs. It's time to leave that third base right now.
Dude, 3 drones have been killed for like 20 Hellions.
Yeah, it's time to leave. Kier just, like, did he not expect the counterattack here? Was he like, oh, it'll be fine, I'll just leave all my SCVs there to die?
I mean, we're not going to lose 20 SCVs this time.
No, but...
And
eight's
the
not great
Australian-
either.
No, 8 SCVs down is terrible. But, again, you already did that damage earlier, so it's a total of... Oh, never mind, that was the other game. So he's done 3 drone kills. That's not great. Lings across the map again, third base in trouble.
This BC's gotta be careful, seeing as how mutas are gonna pop out.
Yep.
Alright, Kier teleports it out, which is good.
I mean, it used to be you'd always see Zergo Corruptor versus Battlecruiser, but no, Mutalisks have become more and more popular to handle them. If you just take the wounded Muta that's getting hit and fly him away and let him regen and just keep doing that, you can actually trade really well versus BCs with Mutas.
Yeah, and you just keep building more and more mutas, and the mutas scale way better than battlecruisers, so...
Yep.
Oh no. Alright, where's the Thors?
There they are!
There
Look,
they are, but in comes
he's not
the Lings.
afraid! Oh my gosh, the
one
Thors are dead.
Thor's dead.
The other Thor's dead.
2 Thors dead. There is 2 BCs though, so that should be enough to repel the mutas. However, SCVs are dying in the process.
Oh, they got the turret. Nice control there.
And the scary thing is for Kier, he just had his Thor count reset before it even got off the ground, and DRG is just going to keep pumping mutas. The turrets are getting focused down. Widowmine does some friendly fire. This is not looking too hot for Kier.
No, 18, 19. Dude, the Hellions coming to deal with the Lings are getting killed by the Zerglings.
Yeah, it's a hard life for our boy Kier.
Again, the good news is that Yamato does one-shot these mutas, so they can't just fly away. You're gonna kill some of them at least.
Yeah, but
Oh, look.
DongRaeGu is just gonna keep building more off of his 90 drone economy.
Yeah, he's making 7 more. He's getting +1 flyer attack.
And you'll never get stabilized as the Terran.
No. Nope.
I mean, Kier's making tanks because he's worried about the next attack, but he's only got 2 Thors. We saw what happened to the last 2 Thors.
They died real fast.
They died real fast. Ooh!
Oh, all right. All right.
That's pretty good.
DongRaeGu not bringing any overseers with him. Pays for it. But tissue regeneration's pretty good. Look how fast that HP is coming back. It's insane. It's already back in yellow. Like, it was in orange for like 5 seconds, and now it's back in yellow. +2 flyer attack coming in. Dude, and now 6 Banelings. Okay, so now we're introducing Banelings into the mix. It's not just Ling Muta, which, like, dying to just Zergling Muta as Terran has gotta feel bad.
Oh, it feels horrible when you're meching. You're like oh, as long as I survive, I'll be fine. And the Zerg just throws wave and wave of stuff at you, and there's nothing you can do.
But I mean, at least if you die to Banelings, you can be like, Banelings are overpowered. But, like, dying to Muta Ling is just not the same thing.
All the BCs get out. That is actually really important.
Yes.
Kier can stabilize and hold against this, and every time that I do watch DongRaeGu play against a mech, I get a little bit worried, because he does just play the, I'm going to throw stuff at the mech player and hope that they die style to deal with it, which definitely has its merits, and it works a lot of the time, particularly if he gets this base.
Hey, pull the SCV. Okay, all right.
Okay.
We're not gonna pull the SCVs. That's fine.
Okay, so the base survived at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was gonna die, but yeah, as I was saying, DRG, he just throws stuff against the Terran player off the back of 100 drones. By the way, literally 100.
It's that income is 3,300 resources more per minute than the Terran.
Like the army supply is pretty even.
Yeah, but you don't. I mean, yeah, mech is more cost efficient, and Zerg will trade poorly against it. But I don't know that it matters when your income is this good.
Yeah, the thing is though, if Kier does manage to make it to like 120 supply, he'll have more supply than the Zerg, and he'll just slaughter the armies as they come. Taking a look at this, though, in comes the Zerg. Here's another wave coming forward. SCVs are going to want to run. The command center may even be in peril. Burns
could have been.
Doesn't die, so that's important.
18 more SCVs have died, though.
Kier needs to keep rebuilding.
Yeah, and the good news is he can. Mules are good. It's a good comeback mechanic when this is happening to you, but it's still not great.
Yeah.
He's making 4 SCVs at a time. He's making Thors.
The upgrades for Kier did just reach 2-2 as well, which is going to be very significant. The mech just gets more and more cost efficient from here on out. So I really do like the fact that that's done. And this style for DongRaeGu will actually start to fall off. And if he keeps playing like this, and Kier literally just has to survive at this point, and then eventually he'll build up an army that will kill DongRaeGu. Liberators are being produced en masse too for Kier. That's one way to deal with those mutas. Battle cruisers gonna find all of these banelings, which is very, very important. Is there any tanks at this PF? The answer is 1, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Looks like DRG does decide against going in, though.
Yeah, combined with the battle cruiser damage is enough to kind of shove him away. He's working on his own upgrades, getting Flyer Carapace, which is good. But yeah, you're right. Oh, it is Ultralisks. Okay.
Good save
so
on the
for that
battle
Ultralisk cavern, and
oh,
what? I thought it got out.
Always risky using that Yamato cannon against big armies because they will kill the BC before it Yamatos and teleports out.
Yep, sometimes.
Okay, supply.
Yeah, look at that. Kier's caught up here. His army value is 119 to 98. Has a significant advantage there. Plus, he's more cost efficient than the Zerg player is, and he's doing a good job defending his different bases. There's really not an opening for DongRaeGu to do anything here. Although that creep spread, look at that creep. Oh. It is right up here and going to push further.
DRG planning a big Baneling attack, but there's plenty of tanks here for Kier. He's even got that wall that he can raise too. Getting up a lot more factories as well, which I like. Seeing as how he's going to start building up a bank at some point. Kier goes in with the mutas on top of the Thors and BCs. I'm not sure who wins that trade though.
Yeah, a lot of those mutas are injured. And plus the Liberator splashed. Look at this.
My gosh.
Those mutas are all dead. Why are you engaging? Block. Alright, maybe he... Okay, I was going to say, maybe he's done with mutas, but he's making 6 more, so no.
He's making 24 more.
Oh, there we go. Attack right side, though. DongRaeGu is doing some stuff.
Yeah, he killed 20
more
SCVs.
I don't know. I feel like it's entirely possible for DongRaeGu to kill 83 SCVs and lose this game.
Oh, fully.
Based on the current trajectory.
Like, think about it. All Kier has to do is survive, and DongRaeGu just threw gosh knows how many resources to kill 20 SCVs. A lot more than 20 SCVs worth.
And those mutas all died. It's 21,000 resources lost for DongRaeGu and 12,000 for Kier.
I've watched a game of this. It was DongRaeGu against Kier, and he did exactly this to the tune of 100,000 resources lost.
Oh
and
my
Dream
gosh.
won the game. And it was disgusting because he'd just roll like 30 Banelings in at a time. They'd kill like a couple of units, and then he'd be like, okay, that didn't work. How about another 30 Banelings? But the Terran player just sat back and let DongRaeGu play into him. And that's all Kier has to do right now if DRG is going to keep playing this style, as opposed to teching up into, say, Infestors, Broodlords, Vipers, one of the many options Zerg has to change it up.
That's the thing. He's got options, and so far his option seems to be also make Ultralisks, which not exactly what we're looking for here. Yeah, they're all dead. Bye, guys. Dang, Kier's reaction time to losing stuff has not really been great today.
No, he's going to lose his Liberators too against all these mutas. There's simply too many there. So Kier, he definitely is going to need a higher Liberator count, otherwise they don't really do anything to the mutas.
Now the turrets are they're not even a deterrent anymore.
No.
Like it just doesn't matter with the upgrades. +3 flyers coming in. Oh, he's sticking around. Battle cruisers need to get out. The Thor gets
teleports
taken down
to the left, but this is costing DRG so much.
Full battle cruiser's not cheap, but yeah, that's a lot of dead Zerg. But again, as long as they're over here, though...
Still, he's lost 69 mutas this game.
God, it's insane.
69 mutas, that's ridiculous.
That's pretty bad. In 15 minutes, that's insane.
Uh-huh.
Like, I watched a Raynor innovation game where Raynor lost like 55, but that was a 30-minute game.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Like, DRG, he has the money to do this, but it doesn't mean you should. It's like if you win the lottery or something, it's like, well, you shouldn't necessarily go out and buy a new Ferrari.
And sure, you can afford 4 yachts, but maybe not.
Do you really need that 4th yacht?
I need one for every ocean. There are 4 oceans, right?
I'm pretty, yeah.
Hang
or
on.
in DRG's mind, there's only 4 oceans.
Pacific, Atlantic, Indian...
I guess oceans, yeah. But then there's, yeah.
There's seas, and those don't count. I don't care about seas. Topside attack. DongRaeGu is coming again.
Alright, he added ultras to the equation, but... And he might kill his base, but look how many banelings that was!
There's a lot, but the base is toast. There were not enough tanks to handle that. The Liberators are here, which is nice. I really, really love that skin with that color on those ultras. They look awesome.
Yeah, DRG's got a good fashion sense on top of a good economy.
He really does.
So, like, I mean that was... Okay, that wasn't the worst trade in the world for DRG. Resources lost has been more or less around 10,000 difference between the two, which is fine, actually, for DongRaeGu.
At 119 SCVs down today.
That's a lot. That's about 6,000 minerals worth of SCVs.
Yeah. Ooh, Greater Spire coming in.
Hey, see, this is what I like to see. At some point, you got to accept that you can't kill the Terran.
I mean, does he, though?
I mean, yes, he does. He has to accept it. I mean, it doesn't mean he's going to accept it easily, as he's going to run into a bunch of Liberators and tanks and Thors, and it's going to go okay till he tries to go up the ramp, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, he's up the ramp, but he's not getting much further. Yeah. I mean, it looks like DongRaeGu's like, look, I'm up 2 games to nothing.
Oh my god, look at the production tab. He's going for the kill. He's making 100 lings.
It's time. 62 it's fully upgraded cracklings, go.
And he's actually brought Cure down below the sort of critical mass of supply he needs. Like, 140 is not where you want to be as Terran. You want to be like 160, 170, then Zerg can't just roll into you, but DRG's making 40 banelings, and roll he's gonna try.
I mean, come on. This is just DongRaeGu messing around. He's like, look, I'm up 2-0. I don't even care really if I win this game. I feel like I've got the series won already. He's just feeling confident.
You think so?
I do.
But he's done this in other games too. This is legitimately how he deals with mech.
Did he win series against Dream?
I don't even remember, but that was something. That was a lot of dead Zerg. And yeah, Cure taps out. What? You weren't dead yet, Cure.
Okay. I mean, look, we're at 82 army supply, 38 workers.